all got our Indian garms on today. It's 5:30. We are walking to the Taj Mahal. Wait until you see Nice. So cute.
She's taking care of the kid. Yeah. So.
No, Nice. What did you see this morning? Was there a cow? Keeping our Nice safe. So we're in a little electric car because there is no.
Good morning.
Good morning. There is no gas cars that are allowed within 2 kilometres of the Taj Mahal.
That's because, why? Because it's got white. It's made of white marble and it's stained.
So they actually clean the Taj Mahal apparently with mud from a place called Malta. I think, Malta, but they import mud, the same mud that they use for face masks and hair masks that the ladies here use, and that's how they clean the Taj Mahal. So here and here is where the families who built the Taj Mahal, their families still live here and still work on the Taj Mahal, and there's 17 generations in.
On the top of the gate there are small domes, small white things. When we count them, those are 11 on the front, 11 on the back, 11, 11, 22, because Taj Mahal was completed in 22 years. They were not having any type of date calendar, that was a way to count the years.
So the red sandstone is from Agra, and the marble is from 400 kilometers near Jaipur, and they got it here via land. So the writing around it is Arabic, because the man who built it was Muslim. Things that look like paint on it are actually precious jewels. I'm Elise, this is Lawrence, and this is our baby Nyh.
We're travelling the world.
But we're going to be doing things a bit differently. We're going to be travelling a month.
And coming back to the UK and working a month. We're going to be travelling month on, month off.
Until this little one goes to school in a couple of years.
We want to see if it's actually possible to travel the world
with a toddler in tow.
So subscribe and come along for the journey. I have to be honest, I was like, oh yeah, I'll come to the Taj, you know, we'll see it because it's going to be beautiful. But this is unbelievable when you see it for the first time. It is ridiculous. I've never seen a building like it.
There's actually quite an orderly fashion to taking pictures in front of the Taj Mahal, which is very good. It's like a little queue, and because we have a guide, front and centre, this is going to be great. Nyh's upset because they had to take his juice away from him. He's missing the juice, and it's very early.
Are you ready?
Nyh, what is it?
Is that a big house? You want to go in the big house?
We can go in the big house.
Say, Mama, can we go in the big house?
Go in, please.
Go in, please. This place is absolutely breathtaking. I don't know why, I just thought, you know, Taj Mahal, you've seen them in so many photos. What an idiot. This place is probably the most, like, wow place I've ever seen in my life.
It has 4 side columns, 4 side pillars. And when we see these pillars carefully, the pillars are not straight. The pillars are slightly leaning outward, all 4 of them. Because whenever they will fall outside, not over the building.
He's not silly, is he?
The size of the building is 74 meters. Tallest monument of India.
He's got funny shoes.
If I can get one over these big clogs.
The symmetry here, you can see behind me. All the way up, all the way through, all the way across. It's just unbelievable, and that's why it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. Because it was built back in 1631, it took 22 years. How did they get the measurements back then? It's just ridiculous. It's mind-blowing. I'm kind of speechless here. First.
So let's talk about the green is jade. Very popular. Jade from China, red coral from sea, from ocean, black onyx from Belgium, yellow jasper from India, smoky agate from Sri Lanka. These were all rock pieces. They give them shape with the hand grinder, and whoever shaping this stone just need to understand how many of them he was making or they were making. And when they are making, they have to be very precise. Look at the size of each other. And then they chisel out marble with the precisely design. Then they fix it inside with the glue. Buffing and polishing become painting. So people are still doing the same work which I was talking about. And it was a thick like this. Scratch over it, hammer and chisel. The razor would design first and smooth the base off. So this is known as a inlaid work, carving work, honeycomb design.
Yeah.
It looks like the ivory, but that's all in marble by hammer and chisel.
Wow.
We are allowed to see, we are able to see the people, the way they are still working. That we'll see later on. Now I'm taking you inside. We are not allowed to take pictures. We're not allowed to take a video inside. So now you can keep them back. And now I'm taking you inside to show you the grave of the lady and the grave of the man.
This would have been where the second Taj would have been built, but his son said he was spending all the money and he arrested him. So over here, there's the Red Fort, and that's where he arrested his dad, put him in the Red Fort because he was trying to build this. And that, see that building there? That was the start, that was the first building that he built, and it would have been the same size as the Taj. And he was going to be buried there, which is why now he was built actually next to his wife, and it's the only thing in the whole of the complex that's not symmetrical, because the wife's in the centre of the building. Absolutely fascinating. Another fascinating fact, so they've got a mosque, obviously two buildings either side, so it's symmetrical. One's fake and one's real. The real one, closest to Mecca, which would usually be on the east, but in this case it's on the west. I just can't get over this place. I'm almost tempted not to even post a video on it because I want people to come and see it in person. Because like me, there's probably a few people going, oh okay, well it sounds too much of a hassle with all the crowds and it's just another touristy thing to do, but no, you need to come to the Taj.
And they have 4 water channels, 2 vertical, 2 horizontal, one for nectar, honey, milk, water. So this is the concept of the heaven. The heaven that king was trying to make a heaven for a lady. The queen died when she was only 38 years old, and she was a poor lady. She had 14 babies at the age of 38. She died during the childbirth. She delivered the baby. She came to know that she cannot live any longer, holding hands of the king and asking for 3 promises. The first, do not get married after me. Because she was not only one, she was the third one. She's been sharing him when she was alive. According to Islam, they can have 4, so she doesn't want to share anymore, even though she wasn't there. Second, taking care of my babies. Now they surrender to you. Now you're going to take care of them. And the last but not least, make a heaven for me on earth. So this is the heaven which she built. Name of the building is Taj Mahal, which is not the complete name. The complete name is Taj Mahal. That was the name of the queen. But the king, he doesn't want everyone should repeat my wife's name. So therefore he hidden the name Taj Mahal instead of Taj Mahal. The very original name of Taj Mahal was Rosa-e-Munabbara. You don't have to remember the word. Rosa-e-Munabbara was the very original word or name for Taj Mahal, which means that illuminate tomb. And why is that so? Because this is made of white marble. when we have slice of moon on the top of it, it's lighted up, shining it. And later on, as Shah Jahan, the king, the name of the king was Shah Jahan. So as Shah Jahan was very much fall in love with the queen, became favorite wife, so he was like changing a name and made it Mumtaz Mahal, the name of the queen. But then he came to know that everyone repeat the name that I do not want, so he made it Taj Mahal.
Fantastic.
Correct.
What a story, huh?
I hope you're going to make one of these for me if I die.
Yeah, I will, babe, I promise.
It's 7 o'clock. This is the earliest we've been out, and we're done.
Hope you enjoyed the video. We
Enjoyed
did.
the video. It's been so magical. You have to come here, and we're going to pop this man's details underneath.
He
'cause
takes these
he
kind of
takes
photos.
really good pictures. We're going to put it underneath, and if you come here, you can get in contact, and he'll show you around.
Bye.
Via Malenge.
Via Malenge.